Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, the 24th of March, and the sun is out yet again. It's going to be a good day. So last night, after posting my latest reaction video, I figured I'd do a bit of Facebook fishing. I went to a couple groups that I'm familiar with and have used quite a lot of time over the last decade. The first one being Metal Bands, Promoters, Gigs, Tours UK. And let's see if I can find the second one. When was that one? I'm pretty sure it's a post-hardcore group. Melodic hardcore, post-rock, post-hardcore, emotional hardcore. So yeah, those two groups, generally speaking, if you're open to the idea of checking out other people's contents, they're quite receptive. So yeah, rather than me waffling on too much, let's just jump straight into it and check out some new music. Alright. Right, listen, before I get into the reaction video, I do have a bit of shameless self-promotion to get out of the way first. Because listen, I got to eat to win it. I got to keep myself busy and keep my tail wagging. Right, spring and summer's around the corner. All right, you need to protect your head. If you're bald like me, you can't be getting sunburned. And as well, like, you got to protect your eyes. So, if you haven't got a hat for spring and summer, oh my God. Listen, classic black 5 panel, all right, no bells and whistles. Dope, gangster glyph, my glyph. And we look fresh with anything, man. Like, black hats look cool with anything, alright? But if you ain't a goth and you want a bit more variety, navy blue. Is that a bit of you? Possibly. What about maroon? I ain't going to try a rhyme with that because, I mean, I'm not will.i.am. And lastly, this fresh grey one. Personally, I'm a big fan of these grey ones. I'm going to have to buy a couple for myself. Let me move him out of the way, like fucking Blue Peter. Here's one I made earlier. And lastly, I've got these really, really cute crop tops coming out. I have a small and a medium mock-up, which I believe have a home already. But these will be on my website very, very soon. Alright, let's get back into the video. Right, I won't waffle too much. The band I'm going to be looking at today have made me aware of them. They've got a new single called Agenda, and they are called Akkadian, I believe, Akkadian. My boy Jake Ten's a fan of them, and my mate Harrison Rickleford, which is a good sign already. So I'm excited to check these guys out. Akkadian, Agenda. Let's just jump straight into it, alright? I like it. Reminds me of like Unearth. Right, that's cool. Straight away, I'm getting vibes of the band Unearth. Definitely Gojira. And the main one, which you guys might find surprising, is fucking Shields. Shields aren't together no more as a band, but if you're from London, and fortunately managed to see them play a few times over the years, you'll know who they are. Shields are a great band. They was fronted by my friend Joe Edwards, who is one fierce motherfucker, who's in a new band called Honey Flux, which you should be checking out. These guys are fierce, they're formidable. I can see I'm in for a treat with this song. The only one small criticism I have, which isn't even that big a deal, is a criticism that I get quite a lot. So I'm only speaking about it because it's something I hear quite a lot about myself when I'm doing vocals. Because you're heavily relying on your mid-range, you can lose some of the nuance, enunciation, and inflections of the words because you're competing for that or you're competing for the EQ in the mid-range. This is why it's going to play to your strengths a bit more if you're a bit more dynamic with the phrasing of your vocals. So throwing in some natural lows and natural highs in the way that you enunciate the words. A good example of this was from my video 2 days ago with the band This Dying Hour. Now I know this isn't the aesthetic you're going for. You're going for that more metal aesthetics. That's why I say Unearth and I say Gorgira, because it is that step back, bold metal statements. But at the start of the intro, I can't remember the phrase you was repeating, but that last word was either coast or ghost or something like that. That's a key example of a phrase that's being lost, because I understood the start of it, but that core last letter, it got a bit lost because there was nothing to separate the enunciation of the letters from the music. But it's only a small criticism. I'm only mentioning it so you can be aware of it, to give yourself a bit more of a fighting chance, whereas I didn't really listen to it and did what I want to do. And it didn't really help me out too much, innit? Anyway, enough waffle. Let's go. See that bit there? See what I mean? Take me to the ghost or coast. I'm not too sure what it is. It's a dope phrase because I can see you're feeling it and you want it to hit hard. But for me, it can't hit hard until I know what that word is. And I'm sure if I look at the lyrics, I'll get it. So I'm being lazy. But if you cut that step out, if you cut the step out of me looking through the lyrics and I can understand that word from the word go, I'm going to commit to it a bit more. So your technique is solid. You're getting that nice ball of noise. You're getting those nice mids. Like, there's nothing wrong with your technique. You just got to work out now how to creatively separate yourself from the music so you're not all competing for the same space. See, like, here would have been good for like an echo to really hammer home that phrase and what it is. So say, for example, it's take me to the ghost. Like, it would have been good to do a high, take me to the ghost, or something just to add a variation and allow the brain to fill in the gap for the misheard lyric. See, it's cool. I really get what you guys are going for, and I really dig the energy and the vibe you guys are trying to bring. But my little spurgy brain, it just can't get over how the vocals are lost because they're competing for the same space. Because to me at the moment, the vocals are sounding more like white noise, because I know they're there, I know they're present, but because I can't hear what they're saying, or even, like, every now and then I can hear a word, like, I can hear a few words every line. But where I'm sitting here trying to hear what you're saying, I'm not sitting back, relaxed, and hearing what you're saying. So I'm trying to hear what you're saying rather than listening to what you're saying, if that makes sense. So be more mindful of that, just so it's easier for your audience to connect with your music. I'm not saying change too much up. I'm just saying be a bit more aware of the vocals and how they're being produced and where they're sitting in the mix. Don't let your bandmates tell you that you can hear your vocals, and but you don't let them tell you that your ears are wrong, because if you've not mentioned this before, you should have, because they should be a bit more in the mix, I reckon. Or I'm wrong, and you guys are going to think I'm a dickhead, and that's fine. I'm happy with that, innit? It's cool. Sorry, sorry, I'm just laughing to myself because it's definitely not Take Me to the Coast. Like, he's not writing a song about his fucking nan and granddad taking him to ice cream for a fucking day, innit? Take me to the coast. It's definitely not. And if it is that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're chosen to accept defeat. Light is a travel. You're in front of me. You're coming.
Pause this here before it changes. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. It's a fun song. I'm enjoying what you guys are going for. It's that nice sort of slow, angry paced metal. I can get behind it. I can vibe with it. So I'm not trying to be too hard on you guys and hammer on that vocal business because, yeah, again, like I want to try prop up where you guys have gone well. It's a 6 song. The production's great. I'm sure it's a song that I'd happily have on my playlist. It's not one that I would personally remember and sing along to, but that's not because I don't want to. It's because it's a bit difficult for me to hear what's going on with the vocals. But I'm sure that's probably because I'm an old man, and then over time I'll get more familiar with it. So there's no real criticisms here apart from that vocal shit, which I won't hammer home because it's like a broken fucking record. But yeah, I'm enjoying this so far, guys, man. It's cool. Right, this is sick. I'm glad I paused it. There. So from where I push pause going on, this is sick. I'm loving this. So you're being more playful with your voice. So you do get what I'm saying. You understand. But it's not being too predictable with these moments, okay? So you put that moment in the right place, but think outside the box. Those creative inflections that you're doing with the speaking in your voice, I imagine when you're in the studio, you may have got a bit of a complex with doing them because they are quite difficult to do because you do get in your head because it is pure acting rather than not. It is just acting. This is the shit I can vibe with. I like that. Another band just Chimera. So from this point onwards, and in hindsight, you guys remind me of Chimera, and Chimera are a very, very sick band. If you're not familiar with the band Chimera, check out their song Worthless. Now, it's a very juvenile song, but vocally, he explores his range by really enunciating his really awfully what's the right word? Honed in lyrics, because the lyrics for Worthless aren't even that fucking good. They're very, very, very basic lyrics. They're very juvenile, but his delivery is fucking sick. So it turns into a gangster song. Arguably, not that I've heard all your lyrics, but I can tell you're already a better lyricist than the guy from Chimera because he was just a juvenile fuck. So if you're being more mindful with your lyrics than a lot of the bigger bands that I grew up with, that's great. You're doing the right thing. But if you're not delivering them better than they are, then you're kind of defeating the purpose, isn't it? So check out the band Chimera if you're not familiar with them, and check out the song Worthless. And see see his enunciation, his inflections, and the way that he hammers home these really shit lyrics. Because if he can do this with shit lyrics, I'm sure you can do it with your good lyrics. All right? That was a very strong finish. All right, very, very strong finish. Talking over the fucking credits again. Yeah, that was great. I really enjoyed. Look how bipolar I am, innit? Just in one moment, I can flip the script. So from that melodic moment towards the end, like how long that was, like a minute and a half or whatever that was gully. Like that was cool. I really, really enjoyed that. Not that you guys need to listen to me, because who the fuck I am. I'm just to tell you what, it's from South London. But if I was you, that last part of the song, that more Deftonesy meets Chimera stuff and that, roll into that. Because if you roll into that, you're going to have a lot of bands to play with. Low, for example, they really rolled into that dynamic, and it fucking works. They're a gangster band. If you're not familiar with Low, check them out as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I would say roll into the more progressive elements and have more fun with that and have a bit more fun with your voice. Or if you do want to play it safe and stick to more metal formulas and keep it with the mids, I think you guys will be successful as well, just moderately successful, because you guys have the technique, you have the stamina, you have all the tools afforded to you to deliver a performance. It's just a case of writing more music, innit? So keep it up, guys. I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with next. Yeah, gangster. Cool. All right, stay blessed, stay humbled. Have a good